As a young job seeker, there is a mutual understanding of how difficult it can be to gain an entry-level employment. Therefore, we have created a 4-step process with the intention to help you, a job seeker, gain successful employment. The following presentation will explain the importance of preparation, the need to meet the selection criteria when applying for a job, the pressures of having an interview, and most importantly, tips on how to keep a job. From our experiences and supporting research, we hope the following information provided will help you on your quest to find a job.
Being prepared for possible employment opportunity is one of, if not the most important process in order to be on the path to gain successful employment. A resume is a tool used to sell yourself to the employer, as it will provide a detailed background of your previous job history, skills, and qualifications.
The struggles associated with writing a resume and a cover letter, including lack of qualifications and/or experience. With that being said, a resume is used to help the employer narrow down their search and pick the right person for their company. Once you understand the importance of creating a resume and cover letter, you are ready to apply for job availabilities in your chosen field.
Applying for a job has its steps. When you apply for a job, you should keep in mind its relevance to you and how much it suits your set of skills. When applying for a job, the application can be a lengthy process due to mandatory questionnaires needing to be filled out.
Challenges associated with the application process include competition, questionnaires being too time-consuming, and most commonly not knowing why you weren't successful in the case where an interview was not offered. On the other hand, if your application was successful, you will then be notified of an interview opportunity.
A job interview is a formal meeting which allows you and the hiring manager to mutually assess whether the job seeker is suitable for the job offered, as well as seeing if the company is suitable for you. It is a meeting with a potential future employer to assess the qualifications and skills of the applicant, along with the job seeker obtaining further details of the job and the company. Interviews are offered to a candidate with the necessary skills and qualifications to fit the job position.
People face many struggles when going to an interview, as they can feel pressure to succeed and difficulty to answer the questions asked, therefore failing to make a first good impression. These barriers can be overcome by practice. If the interviewer is successful, the job seeker will then become a valued employee.
So for when you have the job, there is a couple of do's and don'ts that you would like to follow to help you keep that job. What not to do.
Dress inappropriate. When you start a new job, you need to dress for the role.
Speak inappropriate. When you start a new job, you need to be mindful of the people who are around you, and when you decide to talk about something someone could find inappropriate or offensive.
Not asking for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you find yourself in a challenging position.
Don't argue with customers. If a customer has come into your store and is dissatisfied with their product and have become vocal about it, you need to remain calm and assess their situation in a professional manner.
How to keep a job. Setting career goals. This is planning you for your future with that company and where you want to be in the future. Whether it is the same position or you may be promoted, this keeps you working hard and thriving to meet your goals.
Applying for the right job to suit your skills and abilities. Making sure that you're being hired for a job that you're interested in or your skill sets will be utilized in.
Keeping your supervisor up to date. Letting your supervisor know how you're doing to see what you need most help with or areas you need to focus on to improve.
Follow the work guidelines to make sure that everything is done by the company's standards.
In order to gain successful employment, we recommend that this 4-step process is followed and completed to a high standard. We hope we have provided a clearer understanding of the employment process, and thank you for listening.